Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by the Epic Speed Driver from Callaway.
Getting set for the 103rd PGA Championship from beautiful Kiowa Island and the ocean course designed by Pete and Alice Dye. Jordan Spieth, story number one. He is trying to become just the sixth man to complete the career Grand Slam, all four majors. And there's Rory McIlroy, who won the PGA Championship here in 2012. Also, Bryson DeChambeau. Remember, he won the U.S. Open last September at Winged Foot. This is the longest golf course in major championship history. So, Bryson, long hitter, long course, but he's thinking about control.
You can't let it loose out here. There's certain golf courses, like last week, I kind of let it loose a little bit, but even at that, it was still trying to control ball flight. And I'm still trying to gain speed. It's not like I'm not. It's just I'm trying to find more efficient ways to do it. And sometimes when you lock things down or make your golf swing more consistent, it doesn't always produce more speed. And especially the driver I'm using right now, it's not fully maxed out with everything. And there are reasons for that, just so the head to keep the head a lot longer rather than having it break, every couple weeks.
What made you decide to throttle it back? Because you were talking crazy numbers.
Yeah, and I'm still want to get there eventually. A lot of it is I've reached a physical limitation that I don't know how to get past yet. Like, I'm getting stronger. I'm the strongest I've ever been, but it doesn't produce swing speed, which is really interesting. And so, how to increase swing speed like you're working out is something that nobody has really figured out. And, it takes years to get up to the long drive levels that the guys like Kyle Berkshire has and stuff like that. So maybe just be a timing thing. May also be, played a lot of golf, not gotten enough rest. And, when quarantine came about, I had time to physically transform everything. I took a couple weeks off of even playing golf or touching a golf club and just literally changed my body. And I don't have that time now.
All right, Bryson's out at 8:44 Eastern Time with Colin Morikawa and Hideki Matsuyama, last three major winners. Rich Lerner with Brandel Chambly and Justin Leonard. How do you like Bryson's chances here at Kiowa?
I think he'll just slide by with the club head speed he's got right now. The players are generally talking about how you're going to need everything here. You're not going to get away with anything. In the Masters, you can kind of get away with some inaccurate driving. The Open Championship, you can get away with some not particularly good putting because the greens are so slow. But you're going to need everything here. And the big metrics really are strokes gain off of the tee, strokes gain approach, strokes gain around the green, strokes gain putting. So those first three encompass strokes gain tee to green. Huge graphic, huge metric to look at. And your man, Bryson DeChambeau, he is there. And since this golf course is longer than a transatlantic cable, you need to hit it far. And there's nobody in the world that hits the golf ball further than him. You see it right there, driving distance. Number one, nobody's closer. Number two right there, Colin Morikawa, he's 125th. And when it comes to putting, you go all the way down to Rory, who's 13th in this strokes gained tee to green category. And nobody's in the top 50 except for Bryson DeChambeau. On paper, this isn't even close. He is demonstrably the favorite. If it were a race, 100-meter race, he'd be Usain Bolt. Everybody else is Danny DeVito. Now, I know Danny's a hell of an actor.
How do you know Danny DeVito
I know
can't run?
He's probably pretty fast. He
No,
probably
I
is.
think he's probably quick.
I think
Those first few steps, Danny, he'd be fine. But in a longer race than 10 yards, I think Danny's going to get beat.
Yeah, right. But this is 72 holes. So
It is.
I think that's long enough for Bryson DeChambeau to separate it. So on paper, he's the guy.
It's 72 holes. It's not played on paper. It's played on grass. This is an outdoor sport, and there's wind involved. And I have yet to see Bryson DeChambeau with a weather balloon checking what the atmospheric conditions, what the wind is, 174 feet off the ground, which is about where he launches his driver to. I don't like his record in the wind. He's played the Open Championship 3 times. This is a link golf course. There's links golf courses over there, obviously, and they play in some wind. He's missed 2 cuts, and his third finish was a tie for 51st. He's only broken par twice in the 8 rounds he's played. I think he's got a lot of things figured out. He's got a lot of variables, but the one variable with all that spin and all that speed and all that height that he doesn't quite have a grasp on yet is playing in windy conditions.
I get you that he hasn't played well at the Open Championship, but he's remade himself. But as it relates to the win, didn't he win a U.S. Amateur in Chicago? And I'm sorry, what's the nickname of Chicago? What is that? I forgot. What is it? Is it the
City of big shoulders?
No, I don't think that's it.
It's the Windy City.
Right.
Right. But the problem with that, Brandel, is it's not named after the wind that you're thinking of. It was actually in reference to the politicians and all the hot air that comes out of your mouth. So it was a good try.
UT graduate. Okay, I'll go one more. Didn't he win the NCAA in Florida at the concession? Now, could you generally describe the weather in Florida?
Well, typically it's windy, but it wasn't very windy that week.
You think?
I don't remember. I don't know.
Brooks Koepka.
You got me on the Windy City. That's good. That's good.
Brooks, he's got a really good record at this championship. He won it back-to-back, 2018, 2019. How about this for a powerhouse trio? At 8:33 a.m. Eastern Time with Rory and world number 2 Justin Thomas. As for Brooks, we know about the lingering knee problems. He missed the cut at the Masters. He's not even among the top 10 betting favorites. Brooks Koepka suddenly a value play. Listen in.
No, I feel like I can hit every shot. It's not like Augusta where I'm trying to figure out what's the best line to walk instead of figuring out what, now I can actually hit golf shots. I understand what's going on. For a while it was just I neglected putting just to see if I could hit shots, because if I can't hit shots, I can't play. So no point in that. But now I got everything under control. I know what I'm doing, and last week was a good test just to see where I'm at for 2 days. I thought if I got 4, it'd be nice, but 2 days of rest didn't hurt me.
Brooks, what was the doctor's timeline for you to be healthy?
Like 100%? Yeah, we're talking probably another 6 months, probably.
What's your timeline to be 100%?
Ahead of that. If I beat that, I'm doing something good. I mean, I can play. It's not, you're never 100%, that's the thing. I mean, for 2 straight years, it's been left knee, right knee, herniated a disc in my neck, played in what was it, Tampa or wherever we were. Played through that. I dealt with that all the way through Palm Springs. So, I mean, I can deal with the pain. That's not an issue. It's just a matter of being able to hit shots that I want to hit and do things I want to do, and I'm starting to be able to do that. Even though I'm not 100%, I can still hit the shots.
At less than 100%, he's still a threat. He plays majors so well. Jordan Spieth, his game has been healthy at last. Won in San Antonio, broke about a 4-year drought. Now he's on the cusp of history, joining the fabled 5, the only men to have won the career Grand Slam, all 4 majors. You think he has a shot to do it? A good shot.
Sure,
of course. Obviously he has a chance, but a good shot.
Justin did a beautiful breakdown the other night of the corridors here. Maybe the fairways are 30 yards wide, but between trouble and trouble, it's about 60 yards wide. I think he could squeeze it in between there. And from there, he's been brilliant with his iron play on and around the greens. And he also has another element, Justin. We call it magic. You were talking about it earlier.
Yeah, it's amazing the things that he's done in such critical moments throughout his career. And the shots, the hold bunker shots. And I think of the shot that he hit on Saturday on 17 in San Antonio.
Right.
The flop shot over the green. The shot he hit at 17 on Sunday was a tough hole location, easy to get that one over the green. He just has a real sense of the moment, and it's wonderful to see Jordan Spieth playing with confidence, because he lacked it there for quite a while.
You guys both like Jon Rahm. Quickly, why is Rahm the pick?
He drives it great, and he drives it straight. There's a big difference.
Yeah, he can hit it down, and he's a great putter, too.
All right, gets underway at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Windswept golf course, figures to be really challenging, but a whole lot of fun to watch. The 103rd PGA Championship.